Hello, my little sugar buggers. Welcome back to the channel for another part of the Springston Legacy Challenge. Now, this is the follow-up to the biggest and one of the most controversial parts of the Springston legacy as of date. So in the previous part, as many of you guys know, Lavender basically bailed on Jake Portman and their wedding, kind of got cold feet and ran out of there like, you know, a chicken with four legs, pretty much. She is feeling all sorts of confused. She's feeling all sorts of hurt. She's feeling just a whole bunch of things. And I noticed a lot of you guys said that she had no right to feel the way that she did because of what she did to Jake. And, you know, either way, no matter which way the cookie crumbles, essentially, you know, two people were hurt here. And Lavender is not the most stable person emotionally. And I don't agree with what she did. I'm not saying what she did was right. But I'm saying, you know, in the moment, she thought what she was doing was correct. So we keep knocking on Maxine's door, but it looks like nobody's home. And the most weird part of everything, unless I'm just totally overlooking it, is that Maxine has appeared to have disappeared from the face of the earth. So instead of sitting here and continuously knocking on the door and just kind of looking like a weirdo, Lavender is going to go ahead and maybe take herself out somewhere. I don't know where she's going to go, and even though she knows she's pregnant, she's kind of making some pretty stupid choices right now. You guys are not going to agree with her by any means at all. She's just going to go and travel and probably go to a bar. I know what you're thinking. She's pregnant. What is she doing? She's so stupid. She's kind of snapped, you guys. I mean, she's not going to order anything alcoholic, of course, but she's definitely kind of lost her marbles. The thing about Lavender is there's a lot of Amelia in her. And Amelia, if you guys didn't know, she suffered from a lot of things. She suffered from split personality disorder. She suffered from depression, bipolar. Like she had a lot of serious mental disabilities that didn't make her any less of a person, but it made dealing with normal life situations a nightmare. And Lavender is starting to realize that as she gets older, the more and more, you know, older she becomes, the more the more she's actually becoming like her mother, and she doesn't want to be like her mother. So instead of grabbing something super duper duper nasty, she's just gonna grab some pita and hummus tapas and just kind of drink or eat or whatever for a little bit and kind of just deal. Tomorrow's her birthday, you guys, her birthday, and she's pregnant and she has no one to celebrate it with because everybody is literally in shock about her just kind of bailing on her wedding. And her cramps just keep getting worse and worse and worse and more painful. And you know, she's actually dealing with a lot of emotional things right now that she just can't normally handle. And this guy has just kind of been low-key, not flirting with us, but he's just been kind of very close to Lavender, trying to figure out kind of what's going on with her. Like, why are you wearing a wedding dress and pregnant? Like, what exactly happened? Oh God, what exactly happened to you that you decided you wanted to come here like this, you know? Rough day, rough life. But, you know, we're trying to mind our business, and as long as Jake Portman doesn't show up, I think we'll be okay. So I'm gonna let Lavender go ahead and kind of just deal with whatever she's dealing with in private. The real person of interest that I want to see how is doing through all this has got to be Jake Portman. It has got to be him because he just got stood up by the love of his life, you know? And I find it really ironic that a lot of people thought it was actually going to be Lavender that was going to hurt him, but in reality, or that was going to be Jake was going to hurt Lavender, but in reality, it was the complete opposite. Does he still love her? Does he still want to be with her? Well, I mean, of course he does. Is he still at the wedding? Oh my God. You know, he still cares so much. And you know, it's been a while since he's let a girl or a woman get underneath his skin like that, and he thought everything was okay. But he wants to know what the hell is going on. You know, why would she be happy one day and then completely cold the next? Oh my God. Look at how freaking pissed off he is. Jake is so mad. He's just on this pier right now. Okay, what's going on? It goes, left at the altar, outraged for being left at the altar, being mean to someone. Oh my God. He is so freaking mad. He kicked down this bucket too because of it. So I'm going to let him go ahead and kick it again because he is pissed, because he is mad, because he does feel betrayed, because the person that he freaking loved, oh my God, just proved every little, oh God, honey. I mean, look at him. He's a pissed off groom. I'm just like, let's just do the stinky leg. Now let me drop with it. These are some nice shoes, son. But no, really though, he's pissed. Like, look at him. He kind of looks like he's a little ballerina. Sorry. Okay, are we being serious? Oh, we're being serious. I'm trying to get a good picture of him kicking this freaking garbage can because it just kind of looks like he's doing a move here, and I can't handle it right now. But let me see if I can get him to kick the garbage can. I want to get a good picture of this, you guys. Hold on. Be patient. Okay, there we go. I think we got it. No, it's ugly. I don't like it. Hold on. Oh my God. Poor Jake. Seriously. He is so freaking pissed. I'm just going to go ahead and just take a picture of his face right now because that's like the most appropriate thing ever. So what now, instead of like kind of going out and using alcohol as a how do you say, like a blanket? Oh, look at you. He's going to go out and probably work out for a little bit. I would assume just to kind of probably beat the crap out of a punching bag. He honestly wants to go running to his ex-wife right now. But he's not going to. He doesn't know everything that has happened. He doesn't know that there's been cheating. If he found out that she cheated on him, oh my God. Like, I don't know what he would do, you guys. Honestly, I really couldn't tell you what his reaction to any of that would be, you know? Like, how would you react? But I'm going to have him just go over to the burners and builders for a little bit and just kind of blow off some steam. He does have to work tomorrow, but I mean, he wants answers. He wants answers because he wants to know why, you know? I can't really say that he still wants to be with her. After you've been with somebody for so long and you've done so much for them, you know, he just doesn't understand. And he's not going to go running and trying to find her, right now, because that's like not healthy, and he needs some time to kind of, you know, process everything that's going on. But does he still love her? Oh, I mean, who wouldn't? You know, who wouldn't? You don't just stop freaking loving somebody. You don't just stop loving somebody after one day or after, you know, something bad happens. It just doesn't. Oh, honey. You really are just getting beat up by life, aren't you? Look at him. Like, seriously. Oh my God, I love this guy so much. But, you know, I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see, you know, day by day. And I'm interested in seeing how this plays out. Because technically, you know, I don't know. I mean, they're technically, I would say you leave someone at the altar, you're kind of done with the relationship, no matter what status tag you have attached to you anymore. Like, I kind of feel like you're dead. But I mean, they have got to like completely like write it off, you know, at some point. But I don't think he has the strength to do it. So I think, you know, for the next 2 days, they're going to definitely take some space from each other. They're not going to contact each other or anything. But, I mean, he does kind of want to send her a mean text. I'm not going to lie to you. He does kind of want to text. Oh, my God. And, yes, I'm not going to lie to you. There's always that possibility that this is the reason why. Oh, my God. Jake, don't do it. Jake, don't do it. He's like, you know when you know something? You know when you just know something? You just know, like intuition. Intuition's a biatch. Oh my God. Come here, you little skinny man. All right, let's go ahead and give him a rude introduction. I want to know what the hell. I thought it the other day. I seriously did. Because, I mean, oh my God. He's like, you know what? He's like, I have a little bone to pick with you now, really. He's like, Jean McKinley, how's life? How's the alcohol? How's the bottle? He's like, you don't know what you're talking about. And he's like, if I were you, I would strongly advise you go out that door and just keep walking. Oh yeah, I could go out that door. He's like, dude, you don't know what you're talking about. He's like, no. He's like, you don't want to go there. He's like, actually, dude, yeah, I do want to go there. I want to know what's going on. He's like, it's nothing. No, it is definitely something. He's like, you just don't have the courage to freaking tell me. He's like, I don't have the courage to tell you. I have more balls in one ball than you do both balls. I'm just kidding. But he's like, it doesn't matter. He's like, no, it actually does matter. Your face looks like grilled cheese. No, I'm just kidding. That's not what he said. We're going to go ahead and chew him out. We're provoking him. We are going to provoke him in order for him to tell us what happened. He's like, he's like, you seriously need to tell me. He's like, I know you know that I'm with Lavender, and I know that you have some sort of like grudge against me taking your kids away. And for whatever reason, you probably want to get back at me. He's like, all right, dude. All right. I admit it. I hooked up with Lavender, but not because I wanted to. Okay. It's because I was mad at you. They took away my daughter and my kids. It has nothing to do with her, dude. I want nothing to do with her. He's like, so you just freaking played her? He's like, I'm sorry, okay? It was a mistake. Oh my God. So you just freaking played her? Did you sleep with her? I know you did. He's like, yeah, I did. I did sleep with her. Okay. Ooh, I can feel it. All right. So basically what happened, from what I'm understanding here in my really bad commentary, because I'm not good at this, obviously, is that Jean knew that Lavender was with Jake and that they were getting married and that they were basically supposed to be something, right? Now, how did Jean know that? Maxine. So Maxine has been dating Jean's friend. And even though Maxine was I thought a really good friend to Lavender, apparently her loyalty lies in different areas. And she went back, and maybe she didn't out of anything hurtful or spiteful, but she went back and, he knew that she was friends with Maxine because they went to the same jail together. So he's like, oh, do you know Lavender? And she's like, yeah, I know Lavender. I was in jail with her for a brief amount of time. And, oh, how is she? Kind of like, how's she doing and all that kind of stuff. And she's like, oh, she's really good. She's actually dating the detective who arrested her, and they're planning on getting married. Meanwhile, I think that's Lavender right there. Let's just pretend we don't see that. And Jean was like, really? Oh, yeah. And she's like, oh, yeah, they have like a wedding scheduled this weekend. And so, well, Jean found out where they were having coffee one morning and decided he wanted to show up. And he did. And he knew what it would do to Lavender, because he's been doing really good just kind of staying out of the radar and not being in her personal business or anything like that. So basically, it was all set up. It wasn't an accident. He just didn't walk in quite by coincidence. He knew she was there, and he knew what was going to happen, that she was going to fall into his arms. And he wanted to get back at Jake for taking the kids away from him and for taking away his one reason to live and one reason to care. And in a way, he betrayed Lavender because he slept with her, and he doesn't want to tell Jake, but, Jake kind of knows that they were together that night and the reason why they were together. He doesn't know that they slept together, but I'm pretty sure Jean has insinuated that they have. Details don't matter, how's your girl, pregnant, whatever. Probably making some sort of dumb jokes like that. And right now, Jake is so hurt. He's hurt for Lavender because he knows that she's so vulnerable, and she knows that she loves Jean. He knows that she loves him. It's a freaking messed up situation. So right now, what he's going to do is probably beat the living pulp out of him. Whether or not he'll win, we'll have to go ahead and see. But I honestly cannot believe that Jean McKinley would ever, and I mean ever betray Lavender like that. And it's all out of rage and spite because of this man here, Jake Portman. So even though Jake knows the truth about what happened, maybe not all the gory details, because he could honestly live without them, he is very upset and hurt and pissed off for the sake of Lavender and for the sake of their relationship. So I don't know who's going to win. It's definitely a tough call. He's got him in the man bun. But unfortunately, Jean is too strong for Jake, and Jake is kind of embarrassed. So not only is he very angry, he's embarrassed for getting his butt beat by this little twig. And you know what? He quits. He literally quits. He's like, fine, dude. You win. You win. You win. You win. I have nothing left to say to you. So we're actually going to have Jake go ahead and go home and, I don't know, hit the bottle. Who really knows? He has a lot to think about in terms of whether or not he's going to, confront Lavender. You know, it's kind of, you know, like when all roads point to the fact that they had an affair. It's just without the actual proof. He knows that they did. He knows that they slept together, and now he, is worried about that pregnancy. Lavender has to tell him, like she's pregnant, and it could be possibly his child. I mean, I'm pretty positive that it is. It's just, after kind of, if you hear stuff in the background, which you may or may not, that's the amazing neighbor mowing his non-existent lawn. But, anyway, I don't really know what to say to Jake right now. I feel bad. I guess that's all I can honestly say for him is I do feel bad. I feel like he's a really good guy and he has such a good head on his shoulders and he had a lot to offer her. And, whether or not he could even forgive her, I don't know if that's an option right now. He's not the kind of guy that's going to be hurt twice by a woman that he loves. So today what he's going to do is he's going to go to work in a couple hours, work on a couple cases, try to get a promotion. After work, he is going to go see his kids. His wife really did actually want to, Eleanor? Yeah. His wife did want him back at one point. I think I mentioned that to you guys, and she kind of like used the money thing as a plot or a ploy rather. And, I don't think they're ever going to do he's not that kind of guy. He would never do anything with his wife. He knows that that's like literally sleeping with the devil, and once you make a deal with the devil, you don't go back. But she's being a little more open and nice about him seeing the kids, and I think that's really important. He needs to be with the kids right now. Zach, oh my God, I always get Zach so confused for actual Zach. It's kind of crazy. I don't know, you guys. I feel really bad. I do. I feel like my heart is breaking for this man. I feel like, I love him so much, and I think he is just such a beautiful person who has such a great soul, and I know what he could have done for Lavender, and I know what he would have done for her. But, I mean, we gotta take each day by day. Like, I can't rush into anything. I can't say what's gonna happen because I honestly don't know. And he's really just right now he's focusing on taking an angry dump, and that's all that he can focus on. So Eleanor is actually allowing him to have custody of the boys for, a week or a couple days or whatever. Jake gets to pick and choose. So I think what we're going to do today is we are going to go pick up the boys, and maybe have them kind of come over, or I don't know what we're going to do. I mean, he wants to be around them, and I think that would be a really good idea. But at the same time, I'm kind of second guessing myself because, if I did have him go and, have the boys here, that might be too stressful right now. So let's just let him take his time and recuperate. Like I said, he does have 2 more days to deal with this whole situation. So we're going to try to get him out of this funk as quickly as possible, because there is rumor and speculation that she is pregnant, or whatever the situation is. He doesn't know, but I just don't want her to confront him while he's pissed off still. So I'm going to try to get him as unangry as possible, and he's going to calm himself down, and, life moves on, Portman, get it together, you know what I mean? Like, you've been through worse, you've been through all these other things, you're, don't let these people get you. He's, talking to himself right now, straight up, he cannot let that get to him, and the fact that Jean beat him at a fight, it's a testosterone man thing, there's a lot going on. So I'm rambling a lot because I can just feel the emotions, and I can just feel what he's thinking and how he just wants to honestly get a noose and hang Jake, or Gene, whatever the hell his name is. And Gene should feel horrible. He should feel horrible for what he did. I mean, I would absolutely feel horrible if it was me. Do you get what I'm saying? You really just, I can't believe that he would do that to Lavender. I just can't. I don't know why he would, or That's crazy. Anyway, let's just try to like focus on some other positive stuff. You know, we're acting as Jake right now. We're not going to keep thinking about all the messed up things that happened to us over the weekend because it's irrelevant. And everyone's like, Portman, you know, did you get married? He's like, move. Oh my God, he just sat on her. He's sitting on her. You won't move? Oh my God, I can't even. You ain't gonna move, bitch. I'm gonna sit on your lap. Do you see this? He is legitimately sitting on her lap right now. Come here, honey. Oh my God. Like, let's just, the person that was, whatchamacallit, mowing the lawn is no longer mowing. Probably heard me screaming and cackling like a freaking weirdo. But do we see this? Oh my God, that is so funny. He didn't even wait for her to sit down. He like literally sat on her. That is so hilarious. Okay, anyway, we're grabbing a case assignment. I'm trying not to giggle like a 2-year-old, but we're grabbing a case assignment really quick. And I guess we never finished the other one. Let's go ahead and start that case map. Let's just go and let's just do a job. Apparently sitting on females is a part of that job description, which I love it so much. But well, let's see here. We got a couple of these, couple points, got some notes. Crime scene stuff. Oh, look at that. It's a trailer. Some chick with some blonde hair. Some lights. I love it. All right. So what we need to do is we need to go and travel to the crime scene. And we'll finish this day's work and we'll end this part here. But that was pretty funny. I was dying. See, I'm because I'm 12. You know, it's my thing. Because I'm 12. I always make funny. Like, I don't know. I make anything out of everything. It's hilarious. Let's see. What else do we need to do? All right, so is this even actually the place, though, of where it happened at? I don't even know. So let's see. Caleb. Ooh, Caleb. Is this the Caleb? Oh, no. Definitely not the Caleb I know. But I was trying to get him, it doesn't really matter because we don't talk to them anymore. But I was trying to have, is this a, oh, okay. Never mind. I was just thinking of something else, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. So let's go ahead and take evidence sample, evidence photo. Anything else that we have some evidence of? There's some garbage on the ground here. Either these people are big pigs or... Oh, no, it looks like he's a little upset. Jock, I think his name is actually a officer. Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to get some reports from witnesses here. So let's go ahead and ask this lady because honestly, she probably looks like she knows what the hell went down. I like this room. It's very basic and simple. All right, so let's go take this witness report. We need to collect a couple more clues. And take more pictures. So let's go see if we find anything else. I like when you do the search for clues, it pings. That's kind of cool. I like that. Okay, there's something right here, and it looks like it is a glove. Let's go ahead and take evidence photo and evidence sample. All right. Okay, what are you doing? Why are you talking to me? I don't talk to you. How was your wedding, man? Yeah, my wedding sucked. Let's just move on. You really? He's like, I don't want to talk about it, okay? Caleb, why are you asking me so many damn questions? I'm at work right now. He's like, damn it, man. I was just trying to see how you were. You don't have to be such an all about it. Sorry, dude. I got a lot going on, okay? A lot of baggage. A lot of stuff I just rather keep in the closet right now. You understand. He's like, I understand. But you don't have to be rude about it. Man. So even his, like, work performance is being affected because he's in such a bad mood. Like, he just doesn't want anybody asking him anything about the wedding because he was so excited telling everybody on Friday, like, oh, I'm getting married this weekend, you know. And now he has to, like, explain to everybody that he basically isn't anymore. And that's just sad, you know. It's like he doesn't want to talk about it. So hopefully people will just shut up and leave this poor guy alone because he's going to end up snapping. All right, so let's see what else do we need. We need to get one more police report. And then the very last thing that we need to do here is return to the station. So we actually got work done pretty quick. He's learning, you know, he's learning how to basically do his job again. Which is a little unfortunate. What happened? I said get another witness report. I did. Oh, did I already do you? Okay, well let me wait, what? How come that is not working out? All right, let me try to get another one from this guy really quick. Who's this handsome guy? Oh, Devon. That's right. Okay. He's on this the crime scene with us right now. Okay, cool. So now we're going to go and return back to the police station. Okay. Yeah, so if you guys didn't know, he used to be a lot more higher up in his field. Some things happened thanks to his ex-wife, and he was actually demoted quite a bit. So, fired or put on leave and then demoted. But we'll get into that later on. Well, because that's just not what I'm going to be dealing with right now, on top of everything freaking out. So once we're done with work, we'll be able to we'll be able to finish up this part, and you guys can tell me how you think. I had a lot of dislikes in that part, and I just want to kind of like briefly remind you about it. Like, when you dislike a video, I don't care if it's actually genuinely because you don't like the video or whatever, you think it's crap, but if it's just because you don't like a choice that I made or something, you know, whatever, then just let me know in the comments down below. And I mean, you can do whatever you want. You don't have to ever like it. It's fine. Like, it's fine. You know, I'm not gonna tell you what to do with your thumbs, but I'm gonna tell you, like, it's if it is something over something like that, just leave it. I'd rather you leave it down below because it doesn't help me if you thumbs it down. Like, I'd rather hear your opinion than you giving me an anonymous thumbs down. Does that make sense? Okay. So let's go search a suspect. We have Rosemary. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and do that. And we should be able to get a promotion today. I think we might be pretty damn close, even though he's like in a seriously bad freaking mood. Rosemary is actually really freaking pretty. She is so cute too. Kind of interested in seeing what she's all about. Just kidding. But yeah, that's a bad thing too. Falling in love with criminals. You don't want to do that. I think he's kind of learned his lesson pretty much in the whole entire situation, you know? He'll never fall in love with another criminal. Never. Never, never, never. He took a chance on Lavender because he thought that there was a connection there. That was it. And he honestly doesn't want to he doesn't want to date anymore for a while. You know, he's not really interested in it, to be honest with you. I do need to actually text Eleanor and let her know that I was planning on heading over later. I'm actually just going to go ahead and call her. Hopefully I'm not insulting. I could be very mean, especially because I'm going through some things right now. And hopefully she doesn't give me any sass about coming up and meeting the boys. So I think she's okay. And I'm pretty sure her parents live with her. They like help her watch the kids. So we'll have to go ahead and see. And she's like, yeah, it's totally fine. You know, I'm sorry that you're having a bad day. Feel free to stop by. The boys are looking forward to seeing you after work. You know, it's really good that you're coming over, that kind of stuff. Which it is. It's great. You know, it's great that he's going over there instead of doing something very destructive. See, that's what I like about Jake Portman, is that he is, how do you say? Like, he is able to kind of defer that negative energy, the negative stuff, and do something positive with it. He doesn't need to go and drink. He doesn't need to do something destructive to feel better. Like, he is able to focus on positive things, and that is why he's such a positive person for Lavender. And she's screwed up, dude. I'm not gonna lie to you. If you think she jacked up like tenfold, screwed up, messed up, all that kind of stuff. But like I said, he's not going to let it get to him. He's not going to let it stop him from doing his thing. And I know I keep talking about it, but how could you not? Like, you got left at the freaking altar. It's not something you're going to get over, okay? It's just not going to happen. But anyways, we should be just about done with work. And this guy came over and he's like, man, you're really getting pretty good at this analyzing thing. He goes, thanks, man. Thank you so much. We're going to be upset for 15 hours. And this is the detective. And I'm going to discuss some case theories with her and give her a friendly introduction. She's like, I heard about what happened this weekend. He was like, great. So people through the office are just talking about it. And she's like, no, they're not, but just let us know if you need anything. And I want you to know something, Jake. You've been doing really good around this office, and even though you've been going through some things, you still are pulling your weight here. I want to give you this promotion as a token of my appreciation. And Jake's like, no, I don't want to take anything because, you know, a pity party. She's like, no, you earned this, Mr. Portman. I'm glad to see you making your way back up the ladder. And now he is Officer Portman. I'm so excited for him. Okay, so he's is that scream necessary, Jen? It is. Want it again? No? Okay. Shh. All right, so we're going to go ahead and leave work, and with that end this part here. You guys can let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought and what you think. And if you have any suggestions for how things should unravel in the future, because Lord knows it's a situation, but I have faith that we'll make it out alive. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to go ahead and comment, rate, and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think in the comments down below, where the sun doesn't shine, and I will see you all next time. Bye, guys.